Alright, so I found this recipe on Food Network by Alton Browns, and we are going to make us some macaroni and cheese. So make sure you set that oven to 325. Then you're going to want to boil some water and make sure that you put some salt in it. I like Himalayan pink salt because it's freaking delicious, and oops, I accidentally put a little bit too much, but it's alright. It'll still be freaking delicious. Also, make sure you put a little bit of olive oil in there too so that your noodles don't be sticking together. Here we go. I don't know why I slowed this all down, but this is my first actual cooking video, so y'all just bear with me. Then we're going to take some cheese and you're going to shred that shit up and just keep going and going until you shred up the entire freaking block of cheese. Shred, shred, shred. You're going to get a good arm workout here. Then you're going to take another block of cheese and you're going to cut about half. I would say do the whole thing if you want to put cheese on top of your macaroni, but I didn't do that because I felt like it might be a little overboard. When your water is boiling, don't forget to put the noodles in. Alright, so we got an onion. We're obviously going to peel off that shit that's on it, like the crunchy shit. I don't know what you call that, but the stuff that we don't want to eat. So we're going to peel it off like, woo! Here we go. And you're going to take about half the onion. I guess it depends how big it is. And then you're going to slice and dice and chop that shit up. Also, keep an eye out for furry little creatures that may be creeping around your kitchen, trying to eat things that they shouldn't be eating, looking at you, Mr. Freddy. Alright, keep chopping. And make sure it's a good little consistency. They're little tiny, you don't want big chunks. Then we're going to go over to the oven and put in some butter and melt it. While that shit melts, don't mind my mess. I make a huge mess when I'm cooking, and I am very aware that I need to clean this up once I'm done. But make sure that your butter is pretty goddamn melted. Again, there's that little creature trying to get into things he shouldn't be getting into. You gotta watch out for those. They're like little kitchen gremlins. Then we're gonna walk around in the kitchen in our little sparkly pink Crocs, because of course we are. And we are going to gather the rest of the ingredients to make our sauce for our macaroni. Don't forget to keep an eye on your pasta so you don't overcook it or undercook it. You want it perfectly al dente. And then we're going to take the flour. Once this butter is done melting, my God, this takes for freaking ever. Come on, butter. You got this. You can do this. I'm trying to help it along. It's just not cooperating. All right, so we're going to take some flour. I believe it was 3 tablespoons worth of flour, and just throw it on in there with the stubborn ass butter. Then put a little bit of mustard. I don't ever really measure out my seasonings. I just put in what looks correct. So whatever you feel looks correct to you, put that amount of mustard in there. Make sure it's the powdered kind. You don't want to put in no hot dog mustard because that's going to taste kind of really freaking weird, and don't do that. Make sure you whisk it all together, get out all the little lumps and bumps there could possibly be. Leave it simmering on low. And again, be careful. Watch out for those kitchen gremlins because they like to hide and then pop out when you least expect it. Then we got our 3 cups of milk we added into there that apparently I did not get on camera. What the crap? We're walking back and forth, obviously, and keeping an eye on our food because we don't want that shit to burn. Also, make sure you keep an eye out for those little gremlins. Little kitchen gremlins. There he is. Like, come on, cuh. Come on. Come on. It's like a Dyson vacuum. My God. Then you're going to want to take some crushed up bay leaves and put them in with your sauce. Watch out for little Mr. Freddy's. Here he go again. Then we're going to put in some garlic powder. Again, don't measure it. Just put it in until it looks right. That's what I do anyway. Put in some black pepper. All those sprinkles and some salt. Preferably Himalayan pink salt because, oh my god, if you haven't tasted that shit is so freaking good. Oh, add smoked paprika too. Now, I'm gonna add some more of my own shit. Put in some cream cheese because it's gonna make it very creamy. And yes, it's gonna add calories, but it's totally worth it. Now we're gonna get all that fucking cheese that we just did our arm workout on to shred up. And we're going to add it in slowly, little by little, while whisking, just to make sure that it gets nice and blended in there. Again, keep adding that delicious cheese, little by little. We're going to pull a Rick Ross over here. We're going to be like, whip it hard, whip it real hard. Well, don't do it too hard, because then you might make a bigger mess than I did, but yeah. I figured we needed to put some seasoning salt in there too, so I put that in the middle because I forgot up front. So I guess blame the edibles. But keep putting in that cheese. Whip it hard, whip it real hard. Watch out for the kitchen gremlin. Oh shit, I forgot there's also an egg in this sauce. Apparently, I did not record that part. Alright, so once it's all done, all the cheese is in there and it's an ooey gooey beautiful mess, we're going to get the pasta and just put it in there, slide it on in there. Look at that beautiful macaroni. Oh my god, that looks so freaking good. I think Mr. Freddy agrees. Look at him with his little snout. So cute. I love my little man. Just mix it up. Make sure you get cheese sauce on all the macaroni. Then you're going to take your pan, and of course you're going to spray it with a little bit of Pam because you don't want it sticking to there. Then when it's all nice and greased up, you're going to take one of your Star Wars oven mitts because the other one is in the laundry, and a kitchen towel so you don't burn yourself on these fucking handles. Going to adjust your camera apparently because it's just what we're doing. You're going to pour it all in there and you're going to go, oh my god, I can't believe my stove is such a mess. I gotta clean that shit today. Anyway, so make sure you pat it all down so it's like kind of even. And then we're going to get another pan and put in another 3 tablespoons of butter. And again, it's going to take a while for this to melt down. Freaking annoying. So I would suggest if you're going to cook this, if you plan ahead, unlike myself who did it last minute, make sure you pull out the butter ahead of time so that it has time to get to room temperature. Put in a cup of Italian style breadcrumbs. And we're going to mix this all together until it has a nice little brown toastiness to it. Because guess where this is going? Right on top of our macaroni and cheese. I know some of y'all that know me thought, oh, maybe it's going somewhere else. No, not this time. The butter is staying in the food this time. Look at that beautiful little toastiness. Then once it's toasted, we're going to take it, we're going to put it, just sprinkle it on top. You can add cheese here too, but again, I thought that might be going overboard, especially because my allergies are bothering me, and I don't need all that mucus right now. But look at, oh my god, this is what happens when you get pink pans. They get so stained so easily. I'm so sad about that. Anyway, finish putting on your Italian breadcrumbs with the butter. Watch out, there's the kitchen gremlin again. He's trying to get any little crumb he can. And then you put it in the oven for about 30 minutes. And you take it out. and you go, wow, that looks freaking delicious. I'm gonna eat that shit up.